Hello everybody! I have an order on Fiverr and I decided to tag you along. In this video I'm going to show you how I made Bible verses Wordsearch book. I am going to use paid tools to do it, but you do not have to. For puzzle generations you can use free tools and I will have them all linked down below in the description. And a huge disclaimer before I start, especially if you are new to my channel, I'm going to show you how to make puzzle book, and I'm not going to go into how much money you can make from it. I know people are throwing some big numbers at you like thousands of dollars per month selling Wordsearch books. I'm not sure about that. This is something I was doing recently and I'm going to show you step-by-step guide how you can do it too. And the theme you choose doesn't have to be Bible. This tutorial will work for any book theme. The main tools I will be using are PowerPoint, Excel, and software by Luke Baus that works inside PowerPoint. I will use them to make book interior and book cover, and I'm going to follow the rules of Amazon KDP, so my book complies with Amazon guidelines. Before I do anything, I need to decide my book trim size. In this video, I'm going to select 6x9 so it is easier for you to follow, because I believe most of you is going to choose that size. I really do not like that trim size. I prefer that height of the book is closer to the width, especially for puzzle books. So let me show you something. So this is a 6x9 book. So this is one of my notebooks. It is a 6x9. And you see the ratio between the height and the width is, to me, not good for puzzle book. Now I have another book here that I made as an example. This was when I was testing KDP as a print service. And you see here, so this is not like an error on my end. I could make maybe puzzles smaller, but then I would not have the same font size. As you can see here, is the puzzles are very close to the spine, and that section here is practically unusable. And I do not have room. So this was the mandatory margin. But in case I had this width and this height, I will have extra room in the spine area to give room for my puzzles. Now the next thing I need to decide after I selected my trim size is, do I want to have decorations on the book edge? So if I want to have some decorations on the book edge, that means I need to use width bleed dimensions. So width bleed dimensions. Now I have a special video for bleed, so if you want to check that out, I will link it somewhere on the screen. So if you want to find out more about bleed and what is bleed, make sure that you check out that video. So if you want to have decorations, what that means is that you need to add 0.125 inches to the width of your book and 0.25 to the height of your book. So that would mean my book 6x9 would be 6.125 times 9.25. Now, for purpose of this video, I'm not going to have decorations on the edge of the book, so I will not need width bleed dimensions. Remember that the size of the book is not changed when you add bleed. So this extra bleed that you're adding is actually going to be cut off. Now I explained all of that in my bleed video. So like I said, go check it out and let's continue. So after I decided my book is going to be 6x9, I need to go to PowerPoint. Once you open the PowerPoint, I'm going to go to Design tab. If you purchased Puzzle Generator or Mega Pack, in order to transform your slide into one of the KDP book trim dimensions, you can just choose the trim size in the upper left corner. So here from the drop menu, you have all the trim sizes that are available in Amazon KDP. But I'm going to, like I said, I'm going to do this tutorial as if you have and as if you do not have this tool. So in case you do not have Puzzle Generator or Mega Pack, so they are the same. Here in the left side you have choose trim size. So in case you do not have these two, what you would need to do is go to the Design tab and click here on the slide size, click on custom slide size, and here you would type 6. And in case your system, so your PowerPoint Office system in your region is not in inches, so all you have to do is, so if you do have nothing, or if you have centimeters here, you have pixels here, all you have to do is type 6 space India November, so IN, and this is going to convert, so PowerPoint is going to convert this into whatever your system is using. So this will be 6 inches. And same here, I'm going to have 9 IN. So I could type here 9 cm, 9 px. So even if my Office system is using different standards, I can type the value, an indicator what is the unit, and it's going to convert it to whatever system is using. So this is 6 by 9, and I click, this is not important here, and I click OK. Because I do not have anything on my slide, you can pick either of these two, it doesn't matter. I'm going to click on maximize. And this is now 6 by 9. I'm going to delete everything because I don't need it. And now I'm going to design my page. So designing my page, my book interior, is going to be like, I'm going to visualize what can I have on my page and where can I have that on my page. I'm making Bible verse word search puzzle. So that means I'm going to have 3 sections, minimum 3 sections on my page. I'm going to have verse title, I'm going to have verse from the Bible, and I'm going to have puzzle grid. So I'm going to start with inserting the title. So I'm going to go to Insert tab, Text Book, and I'm going to type here title. And I'm going to center it, and I'm going to lower it a little bit here. So this is where I'm going to have a title. I'm going to duplicate this, and this is where I'm going to have my Bible verse. Bible verse. It's going to go here. And I'm going to, this is not important. You can type whatever you want. You can just randomly press keyboard. It doesn't matter. I'm just trying to visualize what can I have and where, because that is very important. If you want to change something up later on, it's not going to be like hard. You will have to adjust every single page that you created, but it is better that you have your visual of your design at the beginning. And now I'm going to have a puzzle grid. I'm not going to decide now. I'm going to try it later on. Well, I'm going to have Bible verse here on the top or on the bottom. I'm going to decide that later on. But let's see how big my word search puzzle can be on these dimensions. So I'm going to insert a table, and I'm going to go with the biggest one, and I'm going to put it here. And how much I have here? 10 and 8. So let's go to layout, and I'm going to add to right, and I'm going to stretch it. So how much do we have now? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. No, I'm going to go to 14. And on the bottom, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So let's go 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Okay. Okay, and let's move this down. Let's go to table design, remove the shading, no fill, put some borders so I can actually see what's happening, and I want everything to be square. So click on layout and make sure that everything is the same. So 4 and 4. And let's see, can we fit that? Okay, it is almost. Let's see what's the size of the font. I'm going to switch font to Arial, bold. Let's see how big can we go. Let's type a letter here. I'm going to type letter A here. I'm going to make all the text black, capital A. I'm going to select A, Control C to copy, and then I'm going to select entire table to paste that letter A, and I'm going to center it. And now I'm going to go larger. 18. No, this is too big, so 18 looks good. But this is, let's see, can we shrink this out? Let's try 0.37 and 0.37. Okay, it is allowing me to shrink it, but it is not allowing me to shrink the size. So let's change the font to 16. Yeah, okay, so that's it. I like how this looks like. So I have 14 by 14. The font of the puzzle is 16 and it's looking good. The distance is good, everything is good. And now the Bible verse, I'm just going to copy just a random verse just to see how it looks like. Okay, and now I have to pick my font. I already have my, for these kind of fancy books, I have my preferred font, and it's called Araf Rukwa. Let me find it, this one. Yeah, you see this one. Now, of course, if you do not like this font, you're going to pick your own font. This is the font I like. And let me see the size of the title. So I'm going to go with 20. 20 is big enough. Let me put the actual title here. So it's going to be, let's type, okay, I'm just typing random numbers, just so I can see how it looks like. Okay, I think this looks good. think this looks good. So this is my title, this is my sound from the Bible, and this is my puzzle. I can also maybe put this a little bit higher. And then I can add page number here. So let's do that. Let's add page number. So 112 here in the middle. Let's go here and let's change the font to Arial black. Okay, that's good. So I have a page number. Is it in the middle? Let's see. Okay, now it is in the middle. Okay, so this is my design of my book interior. If this is how I like it, I'm going to make a note somewhere on my paper. So my main font is Araf Rukwa, title is 20, psalm is 18, my puzzle grid is 14 by 14, and the font is 16, and I like Arial font. Let's try M. Let's try one of the larger letters. Do they fit? W, G. Okay, they fit. So I like how this looks like. So now I have my book interior design solved. So that step is done. The next thing that I need to do is I need to get my verses. I need to get my Bible verses, and I need to make sure that I'm using verses or Bible that is allowed to be used legally, commercially. And that means I need to use Bibles that are in public domain. Before I show you this link, please, Jesus is not a niche, so please do not download this Excel file and upload it to your store like Etsy or Creative Fabrica or something like that. Do not try to sell this on Fiverr. Don't stoop to that low. It is free, so it should stay free. So on this website, you have an Excel file with all the Bibles that are in public domain. All the Bibles, and I'm going to show you how that file looks like. Let me just put it on screen. Okay, so this is how that file looks like. You have book ID, so there are 29 books. The book, abbreviation of the book, chapter, verse number, text, character count on the end. So this is where you can go and select the verses that you like, that you can use legally inside your book for commercial purposes. So this is something that is going to take you like a day or something. So this was the biggest task, to select the verses that you like and then copy paste them into a new Excel. So that is what you need to do. Once you have your verses that you like, once you have selected your verses that you like, you need to copy paste them into a new Excel file. So this is the collection that I selected. Now my book is going to have 100 puzzles, and I'm going to have one puzzle per page. I still do not know how many solutions per page. I'm going to do that later on in a couple of minutes. I'm going to show you how to check that. But this is what I have. So I have selected the verse, and I have the title of the verse, and this is my new Excel file that I have. I have a list of all the verses and their titles. The next thing that I need to do is, after I have my verses, is I need to extract the words that I'm going to use inside the puzzle. So for example, let's go to the beginning. Fear. So I'm going to use fear, dismayed, God, strengthen, help, uphold, righteous, right, or maybe even hand. So I need to decide, how many words I'm going to, because not all, for example, this one, not all verses are going to have enough words for me. So I'm decided that I'm going to stick to 6 words per puzzle. I could go 8, I could go 9. For example, I selected this one, so maybe I could extend this one to the next sentence, so I can have more words to choose from. So that's also something that I need to think about when I'm selecting what to use, what to pick for my book. So if I selected I'm going to have 6 words per puzzle, I need to extract 6 words from each of these lines here in a separate Excel sheet. So 6 of this, 6 from this, 6 from here, 6 from here. So that is going to, yes, I admit, that is going to take you a day, maybe even 2. Maybe it's going to take you an hour if you have it really fast, but that is the biggest part of the job that needs to be done, the longest part of the job, selecting verses and then extracting the words that you want to use in the puzzle. Let me go back here and let's see how many solutions we can have. In order to find out how many solutions I can have on one page, I'm going to create a new slide. I'm going to delete this. I'm going to go back here and I'm going to use my snipping tool, because of course I'm on PC, I'm using a normal computer. And I'm going to select my puzzle and I'm going to go here and I'm going to paste it here and I'm going to shrink it, Control D to duplicate and put here, select both, Control D and put it down and Control D. Okay, so this looks like it could work. This could work. Okay, 6. I believe I cannot do more than, on a 6x9 trim, I cannot do more than 6 solutions per page. And this is one of the reasons why I keep my, from my local, like, I don't know, country, puzzle books, printed puzzle books, so I can use them to check out puzzle dimensions and how they're going to fit. So this is a local Super Sudoku puzzle book. You see when I compare it by 6x9, you can see the difference in the ratio between the width and height. And let me show you the interior. Now for me this book is quite good, so the distance from the spine is okay, but if I was doing this book, I would put the number for the even pages, I would put them here. So to give that extra distance from the spine. So that is very important for me when I'm solving the puzzle, that the puzzle is far away from the spine. And this is what I use to see how many puzzles I can have on one page. And you see for Sudoku, you can comfortably fit 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 12 solutions on one page on 6x9. So this is approximately 6x9, even smaller. And you see for bigger puzzles, you have 6. So that is what I'm going to stick. This looks good, okay, it's still visible. So I'm going to use 6 solutions per page. If you do not have any puzzle book that you can use as a reference, then you should print out one page and see is it okay. So just print out one page, cut it out to your book trim size and see is it visible. Another thing that is also very important here, I noticed people are confused. You see, this is font 16, this is font 18, this is font 20. When I'm publishing book over Amazon KDP, they have something that is called large print. Large print is not connected to the book size, it is connected to the book font for everything inside the book. So here in my book interior on this page, everything is 16 and above, but my solutions are not 16. So my solutions are under 16 points for font, so I cannot select for this book that it is large print. For large print, everything inside the book must be minimum font size 16. Everything, even solutions on a solution page. So remember that. That's very important, because sometimes people say, okay, my puzzles are 16, but my solutions are not 16, but this doesn't count. This counts as well. So large print, everything must be 16 and above. I hope that is clear. Okay, what's next? So I have my interior, I have my solutions, and now I need to extract the words. So let me show you my words. Now, if you're going to use free tools, you just need to have your collection of words somewhere on the side. It can be Excel, it can be Word, it can be Notepad, it doesn't matter. But if you're going to use Look Browse tool to generate puzzles, I recommend that you create an Excel file and you're going to make a list of words like this. So 6 words that belong to the first puzzle, and on the right you're going to write down title. So just word title, doesn't matter, just so you can have a visual separator between each puzzle. So this is 6 words, this is 6 words for puzzle number 2, this is 6 words for puzzle number 3, 6 words for puzzle number 4, and so on. So 6 words, and with the first word that belongs to the next puzzle in the second column, so not this one but the next one to the right, write title or any word, it doesn't matter. So just so it because the Look Browse program is going to separate this section for the new puzzle. So write down title here. So write down all 600 words, so that is 100 puzzles times 6, so you need to have 600 words, and you need to have 100 titles here, so 100 here. So once you have this ready, so you have your 6 words per puzzle, and here in the third column to the right you have any word title to separate it. You're going to select all of this, so go all the way to the bottom, click Ctrl+C to copy, so copy this, and open the Excel file that you're going to get once you download the puzzle generator. So this is the file you will get with Browse Publishing Puzzle Generator. And we need to go to 1, 2, 3, so the third one that is labeled Wordsearch. So this is the Excel sheet that we are looking for. And here it says words, words hints, titles, and missing words. So this is where we need to click, and now this is important. Go back to your this one, Ctrl+C or copy, and go and do not use paste. We need to make sure that we are pasting just the values. So click on this icon that has 1, 2, 3 in the corner. Click on that one, because we do not want to paste any kind of formatting, nothing. We just want to paste words in this Excel sheet. So click on this one. You have plenty of options when it comes to this tool to create different kinds of puzzles. For example, instead of actual words, you can have clues. You can also have missing words. So there is a tutorial for that, but I'm not going to, because I'm not doing that kind of puzzle now, I'm not going to look into that. I'm just going to focus on what I'm doing here. So now I have my words and I have my splitter for each of the puzzles here. You see where it says title. I do not have to write the title here. I'm just going to write words, so it splits these 6 words here. So that is done. I'm going to go to main and I'm going to click on submit. And now what this is going to do, it's going to generate special Wordsearch files that the program is going to use. So let's click on OK. So that is done. The next thing, I'm not finished. I'm not going to go to make puzzles yet. The next thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to create another Excel file that is going to have in the first row, in the first column, it's going to have ID. So that is the word ID. And in the next one, it's going to have prompt. And then I'm going to have numbers from 1 to 100. And then I'm going to have my verses that I selected. So I'm just going to copy paste this from that main Excel sheet that I created. Where is it? This one. So you see here, I have a number, I have the title, and have a verse. So I'm just going to split this file into two files, where one file is going to have number and title, and another file, another Excel file, is going to have number and verse. So let me show you the second one. So Bible verses, so this is verses, and I'm just going to open the titles. Another Excel file, you see I have my ID here, prompt, and I have numbers, and I have titles of my puzzles. So why do I need these two files? The reason why I need these two files is because there is a tool inside PowerPoint from Luke Baus that I can use that is going to import all these titles and all these verses, so I do not have to do it manually. So the only thing that I had to do manually is make this Excel file where I had to extract the title and verse, and then select the words from it, and then I need to create a separate Excel file for the title and separate Excel file for verses. Everything is done from this main Excel file where I selected my verses that I want to use inside my puzzle book. Now that is done, I can go back to PowerPoint. I can delete this. I do not need this anymore. I can keep this. This is not important. And I need to open a new presentation. I need to start a new presentation. Just follow me here. Trust the process. Start a new presentation. Click on File, Blank Presentation. Select this and delete it. Now go to Design, Slide Size, and change the dimensions. I'm going to use 6 inches by 6 inches. It doesn't really matter. The only thing that is important is that it needs to be square, because my puzzle is 14 by 14, so that means square. So I'm going to create a slide presentation that is square. So this is now square. And now I'm going to generate the puzzles, and this is how to do it. Click on Puzzle Generator, click on Puzzles, click on Wordsearch. Now this is the game explanation. I'm going to write my own explanation, so I'm not going to add this. You can also select to add this at the beginning of the slide, but I'm not going to select this. I'm just going to skip this, click on Continue. I have here a lot of options, but I want one grid format. I want to have one puzzle per page. You see, you have double, you have rectangle, you have all kinds of variations, but I want to select the first one. So just one grid format and click OK. Now I have this wizard, and here in this section I need to set my font. So this is a font for the puzzle, not the font that I have for my verses and my title. So I selected, it's going to be Arial, it's going to be bold, and the font size is going to be 16. Now it is important to note that if you make your grid size too big and your trim size is too small, even if you select here font 16, the puzzle is not going to have font 16. It's going to adjust the font and size of the table so it fits the slide. So that is why it is important that you check. That is what I did at the beginning. Just check what font size and what grid size can fit comfortably.
Fit comfortably on. Comfortably. Comfortably.
On my book page. So I know that my table is 16, font 16, the rows count is 14, column is 14, header font size doesn't matter because I'm not going to use header. I'm not going to use word list, so I do not need this section here. I'm going to have 6 words per each puzzle, and I want them to go in all directions. I want to show grid line of the puzzle grid, and here you can deselect this. It doesn't really matter because this is not the PowerPoint presentation that we're going to use. This is just the presentation that we are using to generate puzzles. We're going to extract the puzzle images from this PowerPoint presentation. So the margin for this presentation are not important at all. And when it comes to solutions, how the solutions are going to be presented, I'm going to select highlight the right cells. And that means here I can select the color. So if I click on circling words color, so here on the drop menu, it's going to open up this tiny window. You see here gray. So I can select any color here, and it's going to change the color here. Let me show you with red. You see now it's red. So pick a color here. I'm going to go with gray, darker gray. And this is going to be the color that is going to be highlighted under the words of my solution. So that is selected, all directions. And this is also important. I do not want to have titles. I do not need titles. I will have them myself. I will import them myself. I do not want to have word list, so I'm going to hide word list in all pages. So if you do not want to hide word list, you would select no. If you want to hide word list in solution pages, you would select this. But I do not want to have word list in any pages, puzzle or solution, because my word list is going to be from the verses that I'm going to put above or below puzzle grid. So I'm going to click in all pages, and then I'm going to click OK and let it run. Now, this is going to take some time because this is done inside PowerPoint. PowerPoint is a little bit slower when it comes to generating puzzles. So this is going to take some time. And there is a reason why I'm using Look Bows for this kind of puzzle. I do have other tools, paid tools, of course, as well. But there is a reason why for this kind of puzzle I selected this tool. And that is because I can easily import my verses inside the PowerPoint slide. So I'm going to show you that later on once the puzzles are generated. So when you are purchasing any tool, it doesn't mean, okay, I have this tool and it's going to solve all my problems. I purchased a lot of tools, and every tool is useful for specific projects that I'm doing. And that is also very important. Before you buy anything, before you pay for anything, make sure that you really make some plans, make some, just write it down. What do I need? When do I need it? Try to get trial versions first. For example, Hans Book Publisher Tools, you can get his software trial version, demo version. I will have it linked down below. His software is paid, but you can demo it. You can test everything. You can try it out. All the puzzles that you generate will have watermarks, so you can see, is that working for you and for your project? The benefit of Hans is that you have a mystery word that you can add very easily, and it's faster than this software. Once the puzzle generator is generating puzzles, you should not touch your computer. So I should not now move my mouse on anything. I should just let it be, let it do its job. Okay, so 100% puzzles are finished. I have my 100 puzzles. What is the next step? I have my puzzles, and then I have my solutions. You hear this is how solution looks like. Once I have my puzzles and solutions, the next step is I need to export them as PNG images. So go to Image Tools, Export Slides as PNG. So click on this. I want to export all the slides, and the name is not important. You can type any name, test, blah, blah, something. It doesn't matter. And when it comes to, if you used 6 by 6 inches slide dimension, the one I used in this video, select ×4 here. So, but you can select ×2, ×3, ×4, and then see how the image looks like. But here I'm going to use ×4. That is what I tested to work the best and gives the best quality. ×8 is just ridiculous. It's not necessary. ×4 is a perfect resolution for this puzzle for trim size 6 by 9. And I'm going to click OK, and then it's going to ask me folder for exportation of these images. And I'm going to click OK after I have selected my folder and just let it run. It's going to extract every content of the slide, so all the puzzles and all the solutions in that folder I selected. After this is finished, this is very important, go to that folder and find the puzzle images and select them. So select 100 puzzle images, select them. So these two, so 100. If you cannot see which ones are puzzles, which ones are solutions, the generation is going to be first puzzle slides and then solution slides. So look between 100 and the next one, where you obviously have the solution image, and everything above is puzzle. And move this to a new folder. So create 2 folders. One folder for puzzle and one folder for solution. We need to create 2 folders. Now I'm going to select all the puzzle images, so all the puzzle images, and I'm going to move them into puzzle folder. And I'm going to select all the solution images, come on, and I'm going to move them into solution folder. This is important to have all the puzzle images in puzzle folder and all the solution images in solution folder. So once I've split them into 2 folders, I can go back to my original presentation. So the presentation that is actually going to be my book. So this is my starting point. I'm going to go to my next slide. And now what I need to import here is I need to import my puzzle images. So for this, I'm going to use puzzle generator. So I'm going to click puzzle generator, image tools. And the first one was export slides as PNG. Now I'm going to use this feature next to it, bulk import images. So I'm going to click on this one, and it is going to ask me for the puzzle or whatever image folder I want to import. And first I want to import puzzle images. I'm going to click on puzzle folder, and this is the reason why we split them up, because I want to have 1 image of a puzzle on one slide and 6 images of solution images on one slide. So that was the reason why I split these 2 puzzles and solutions into 2 separate folders. So now I'm going to select puzzle folder and click OK. And then the menu is going to open up and it's going to ask me, do I want to add new slides? Yes, because I do not have slides. How many images per slide? I'm going to select number 1. I'm not going to have title here above the images. I do not need it because I'm going to have another, the title is going to be from the Bible verse title, so I don't need that now. The font size is not important because I do not have title. And this settings you can just copy paste from me. So from the top 2.9, from left 0.4, from right 0.4, from the bottom 0.1, and overall space 0.3. You can just copy this selection, but the best thing about this one is if I click OK and I do not like it, because this is going to be quite fast, this procedure now. If I click OK and I do not like it, I can start over. So it's just a couple of minutes extra if you do not like how it turned out, and you can then adjust these numbers here. So I'm going to click OK. And you see it was like, what was a couple of seconds. So I have now my puzzles, and I'm going to add another slide, so new slide here, and I'm going to click on puzzle generator, image tools, bulk import images, and now I'm going to click on solution folder. So now I'm clicking on solution folder, click OK. And now once again add new slides, but this time I want to have 6 images per page, and this is where I'm going to have solution on top of each. And Arial Black is going to be my font. I can switch to Arial Black is going to be too chunky, and I'm going to cancel this out. So this is going to be 0.4, 0.4, 0.4, bottom 0.4 as well. I could also maybe make it 0.3, but let's keep it 0.4 to be comfortable with the margins. So 0.4 are all the numbers. Solution, font size, I could put 12. I can change this later on, but let's try 12. And let's click OK, and let's see what's going to happen. Give it a couple of seconds. OK, click OK, and let's see what do we have. I think this is perfect. There is no need for any change. So I have my puzzles. I can delete this one. So I have my puzzles and I have my solution slides. Okay. So that was that part. I have puzzle pages. I have solution pages. Now the next step is I need to add, let's go back to the top. Here I need to add my title, and I need to add my verse. And for this, I'm going to use Megapack. So Megapack is also a PowerPoint add-in from Luke Baus, and I'm going to use this one. I'm going to go to my first slide. So this is my first slide that has my first puzzle here. I'm going to insert text box here. I'm going to adjust it so it's matching the puzzle, and I'm going to select, so click on it with the left mouse click, and I'm going to go to Megapack. So go to Megapack and go to insert data into selected shape. Insert data into selected shape. Click on this. I do not want to duplicate current slide because I already have my slides. What I'm going to select, use existing slides. Now the font is, like I said, I need to find it. So the font I selected is R. Where is R? Come on. RF Rukwa. That is the font I selected. I'm looking for RF Rukwa. Here it is. And I set for the title 20. I have it written down. So font size is, come on, 20. Bold, okay, we can try bold. Center, so I want title to be in center, and color is black. So that is now okay, and I'm going to click OK. What's going to happen after I click OK? It's going to ask me to select Excel file where I have my data to be imported into this shape that I selected. So that would be my Excel file where I have my titles, my verses titles. So let's do that. So I have selected my titles, and now I'm going to let the program run. It's going to give me a notification pop-up window once it is finished. And it is finished. So you see, procedure is completed. So let's see what do we have now. We have titles, you see different titles from my Excel sheet. So that is finished. So the next step is I need to go back to my first puzzle. I need to insert another shape, so text shape here. And I'm going to make it, don't be scared to make it larger, because some verses I selected are bigger, some are smaller, so it's not going to use the same font. Of course, if I have a large verse, I'm not going to make a small font for that, and then by doing that some smaller verses are going to have too small font. So I'm going to adjust font manually later on, especially for verses that are bigger. But I will start with the larger font, so I only have to adjust those couple of verses that are too big. So don't worry that your text box is going over the puzzle image. Shrink it so it's not close to the title. Make sure that it is same size left and right as the puzzle image. Select it, click on it, go back to Megapack, go to insert data into shape. Once again, I do not want to duplicate current slide. I want to use existing slides. Now the font once again is going to be, let's see, do we have it? RF Ruqua, and I know that from my that first template that I created that the font for this is going to be 18, and then I'm going to adjust it for those verses that need adjusting, but 18 is going to be perfectly fine. Not bold, I do not want it bold. It was bold for the title. I do not want it bold for the actual text. I do not want it centered, I want it left aligned. So this is the alignment. The color, of course, is going to be black. And I'm going to click OK. And now it's going to ask me to select another Excel file where I have verses. So I'm going to now select that Excel file and click OK and let it run. So this, you can see now, automatically on the first slide it's already finished and it's looking perfect, and now it is doing this for all the 100 slides, and this is going to take maybe 5-6 minutes. You can make some tea, get some exercise, do some push-ups against the wall or something like that. I got the pieces, I got the clues. I'm gonna solve this puzzle, no time to lose. I'm spinning round, my mind's on fire. Okay, so we are finished. So let's see what we have. Let's scroll down. This is puzzle number 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's scroll down. They all look good. I do not see any that needs fixing the font size. They're all good. I can maybe make some of them larger, maybe add some decorations. When I say decorations, I mean here. I can maybe now add something decorative here if I want, for those quotes that are smaller. And now, obviously, the next thing that I need to do is, we are not yet finished. This is the part that needs to be done manually. And I need to go here and I need to open my Excel file with my words, the words I selected for the puzzle. So this Excel file, now I can shrink it. I can shrink my Excel file here and shrink my PowerPoint file somewhere else on my screen, because this is the list of words that I need to have. So first I have fear. So what I would do is fear, go here, fear, and underline it. So I'm going to underline it. And this is going to be indicator for person that is solving this puzzle that this word needs to be found somewhere inside the puzzle grid. The next word is this one. And I'm going to now press F4. F4 is, if you remember from my past videos, if you watched my other videos, F4 on Windows computer and Office is doing your previous action, because my previous action was to underline some part of text. It's going to repeat that action, so I'm not going to have constantly go back here and underline. I can now just constantly press F4. So the next word is God, the next word is this one. And usually what I would do is I would play some video, some music, or maybe some movie, because I'm working on a couple of monitors. So I would, when I'm doing this, I would just play something on my other monitors, because this is going to take you time. So this is where this can be done manually. You cannot automate this. So I'm going to go to next one. Next one is Lord and right, and saying and fear and help. So those are my words. And that is what needs to be done for all these slides. So after that is finished, after that is done, now I can delete this, my first template that I created, and now I can also see, do I want to have page number? And I think that the page number is going to look quite nice here. So I'm going to delete this box, I'm going to click on it, and I'm going to go, I believe, Megapack. Let me expand it. I believe Megapack has that, or maybe, yes, insert page numbers. So Megapack has insert page numbers. In order to do that, I need to have a shape somewhere on the slide, and I'm not going to use it here. I'm going to start actually on the first slide. But let me think. Okay, I'm doing this too fast. I need to have, let's do something else. I need to have this book belongs to, so I need to have that. So that's page number 1. I'm going to decorate this later on, so I'm just now making a placeholder. So my second page is going to be copyright page. So this is the page where I'm going to copy paste my copyright with my pen name and the copyright terms for my book. Thank you very much. And then I'm going to have a blank page. So this is going to be blank page. And then I'm going to have, or maybe I could have tutorial here. Okay, I'm going to have on this page, I'm going to have tutorial. So this is where I need to make tutorial for the book, for the puzzle, for the book, or maybe some intro, so introduction, a little bit about author, or something like that. And then puzzles cannot start on the even side, so I need to add one more slide, and this one is going to be blank. So blank. So let's see what I have. So I have first page, second page copyright, third page, so that's the page on the right, that is intro and tutorial. I have another page that is going to be blank, or maybe it's going to be extension of tutorial if tutorial goes on the next page. And then on page number 5 I have the beginning of my puzzles, and now I can actually add page numbers. So let's do it here. Let's put it in the middle and let's center it, and let's select font Arial. Okay, and the font doesn't have to be 18. 18 is too big. Let's go with 16. Select this box, go to Megapack, go to insert page numbers, duplicate current slide and shape. That's not what I want. I already have my slides, so I'm going to click on this one, and it says use existing slides and duplicate shape. First slide to use is 1, last slide to use is 121. That's okay, that's good. Font, I want font Arial. Arial, yes, Arial. Font, I said, let's try 14. Bold, okay, let's keep it bold. We'll see what's going to do with that. Alignment, I want it in center. And format, I want just number. And I do not want, because it's going to be in center, I'm not going to mirror it. There's no need to mirror it, so I'm going to uncheck this. Color black, everything else is good. And click OK and let it run. And it's now going to create a page number on the bottom of your slide, wherever you place the first shape. Give it a couple of minutes to do that, and then we're going to continue. The page numbers have been added successfully. Let's click OK. Let's see that I miss the location. It's okay. So location is perfect. It's here. And it's not disturbing. It's nice. I like it. And now this is very important. The next thing that we're going to do is we're going to save this presentation. So we're going to save it. And we're going to make a copy out of it. So we're going to make a duplicate of this presentation. And why are we going to make a duplicate? Because we are now going to do something that is going to make sure that our puzzle is not close to the spine. You see here, now the puzzle is very close to the spine. There is a rule for KDP about margins. So the outside margin, so if this is page number 5, let me put you some boxes so you can actually see. I'm going to hold shift so it is creating a square, and I'm going to make that square 0.3. It is a rule in publishing, especially in KDP, that outside margin, so this is an outside margin, Control D to duplicate this shape, this is an outside margin, and this is an outside margin, because this is when you open your book, this is the page that is on your right side. This is what you see on the right side. So this is outside margins. Outside margins are always the same, 0.3. Technically they are 0.275, but let's call it 0.3. So this is, no matter how big your book is, this is always going to be 0.3. And as you can see here, we have this tiny extra room, and this tiny extra room is very important because we need room here. Let's duplicate this. This is where I need to have extra space. This is my inner margin. This is something that is also called gutter. Gutter is changing as per page count. The more pages you have in your book, this side needs to be bigger. So on this page, it is going to be here. On the next, this is number 6, it's going to be here. So this is when you open the book, this is the left side of the page, left side, what you have on the left area. This is the inner margin for even pages, and this is the inner margin for odd pages. So let's increase it. I'm going to select that it is locking aspect ratio, and I'm going to change 0.4, 0.5, and I believe 0.5 is going to be exactly what I need. So I have 0.2 extra here that I can use, and it's going to do me good in this area here to enlarge it. So I want this to be 0.5, and I want this to be 0.3. So that means I need to move everything on my slide. So I'm going to delete this, delete this, delete this, and delete this. I need to move my entire slide, even slide, to the left, and odd slide little bit to the right. Of course, if I try to do this manually, it's going to take me another hour, but that is why we have Megapack or puzzle generator, so it doesn't matter, they both have this feature. And it says here, set gutter size. So I'm going to click on this. What this is actually doing is what I just said. This here is going to move the entire content of every even slide little bit to the left. And that little bit is going to be the number that you set here. And move everything that is on odd slides, so that is 1, 3, 5, 7, 9, that is going to be shift a little bit to the right. Now, I know I said I need 0.2, but I'm not going to move it by 0.2. I'm going to select 0.1 because I can always shift it slightly, 0.1, 0.1, 0.1 until I reach what I need. So I do not have to put 0.2 immediately. I'm just going to try a little bit because maybe 0.1 is going to do good. So let's click OK. And now everything is shifted. And I'm going to add my boxes here again. Box here. The box is going to be 0.3 and 0.3 on this side. And you see, like I said, I do not have to do it again. I do not have to do the procedure again. It's already shifted enough. So this is now 0.3, and here I have, let's see, let's check, 0.45. You see, it's perfect. I have 0.5 here and I have 0.3 here, and that means, let me check other slides. You see, they go left, right, left, right, left, right. That's it. I'm finished. So that part is solved. And I'm going to save this. The reason why I saved that first original file is it's possible to undo this, but if you do this a couple of times, then the PowerPoint is not going to allow you to undo this. So it is best that you save the original presentation where everything is centered, and then you move it left or right until you find the perfect alignment when it comes to inner gutter. So what I now have to do is I need to fix this page, and I'm going to remove the number from here because I do not need it. Copyright also doesn't need to have page number. Tutorial could have page number. Blank doesn't need to have page number, but I'm not sure is this going to stay blank, so I'm going to leave it like that. And then I have my puzzles, and I have on the bottom I have my solutions. Let's see our solutions, and you see this is the reason why I put my page number in the middle. You see, if I put it on the left and right, it would not fit, but now it is perfect between the two solutions. So it is there, and I have my solutions. And what I would usually do is I would slide this one, the last slide, to the top, and then I would add here my QR code for my authors page to leave a review, maybe write down like thank you for the purchase, something like that. So this is the space where I would do that on the last page. So that is this section here, and that is all if we have 100 puzzles. That is of course how it works. Okay, so we are finished. The next thing that we need to do is we need to export this. Now I would use my flattener. My flattener is free on my Gumroad store, but for the purpose of this video I'm going to use Luke Bau's flattener. The reason why I'm going to show you how to do this, the flattening with his tool, is he has a big sale coming up this weekend, so starting with Black Friday until Cyber Monday. And a lot of his programs and softwares are going to be on a huge discount, and including a special deal that is only happening around Black Friday time, and that is something that is called Everything Bundle. Everything Bundle is where you pay a certain amount, and in that amount you get most of the programs he created so far. There's a list. I'm going to put that entire list on the screen so you can see it when I edit this video. So all of these programs are included, and plus everything that he creates in 2024, so entire year, all the programs that he publishes, he creates in 2024 in his Gumroad store, that is included in this deal. So if you select this option to buy this Everything Bundle, you will get all the tools. Also the tools that you saw me use in this video are included as well. Lifetime licenses, so it's nothing subscription, everything is lifetime. And of course updates are included in the price, and everything that he creates in 2024. So if you want to check it out, that Everything Bundle, the link is down below in the description. If you want to check the products individually, because individually they're also going to be on sale, the link is down below in the description. And I also mentioned that I'm going to tell you how to do this with free tools, and I believe now it's perfect moment to show you or tell you how to do this with free tools. So the thing here is, what did I use tools for? I use tools to generate puzzles. You can do that with this tool, and you can do that with this tool. But the trick is, with both of these tools, you have to do it manually, one puzzle at a time. So you type in the words, create one puzzle, create one solution, and then another set of words, another puzzle, another solution. So that is the only difference with a free tool and this tool, is that you save a little bit of time, or maybe even a lot of time, if you are using paid tools. So that's number one, how to create puzzles. Number two, how to import all the titles and how to import all the verses. And the answer is, for free, you can do it manually. You can just manually copy paste from your Excel file where you extracted all the verses that you want to use, all the words that you want to use. You can do that manually, one slide at a time. So that's it. That is something that also you can do for free. It's going to take you maybe an hour, 2 hours, 3 hours. That is something that you can do for free. You do not have to use tool for that. And I'm going to create a PDF using this PowerPoint presentation. So I'm going to click on File. I'm going to click on Export. And I'm going to click on Create PDF. Once you have the PDF, go to Lookbow's store. You see that the PDF flattener is free tool. So just type here 0 and add to cart, and you're going to get the PDF merger and flattener completely free. So you can download this tool for free to flatten your PDF. So this is how his PDF merger and flattener looks like. So here I'm going to select that PDF of my PowerPoint presentation, my Wordsearch puzzle book. I'm going to select it here. See, it's here. And I need to select where I'm going to save it. I'm also going to type DPI to be 300. You can choose, you can try different values. Minimum is 300. You can choose different values and see how big the file size is going to be, and also how good your images looks like after you flatten them. Make sure that you check, are the images still looking good? If the images are not looking good, go back here and flatten the original PDF with the higher DPI and click on merge. It says merge, but it is actually going to flatten your PDF. So this is my original PDF. Let me show you. So you see here, let me select. Come on, where is it? Edit, this one. You see, it is allowing me to edit. And if I go to the flatten one and I click on edit, everything, you see, it's not giving me title, it's not giving me this, but here it's giving me, and I can double click and actually type. So this means this PDF is not flattened. If I can type inside of it, if I can change things inside of it, that means it's not flattened. For Amazon KDP, for printable books, it has to be flattened. So that is what I have here in this one. So that is why we need to flatten our PDF files. So now I have my interior. The next step is book cover. So how I'm going to make my book cover? I'm going to go back to PowerPoint. I'm going to click on File, New Presentation, and I'm going to use Megapack to generate cover. You see here on the right corner, you have cover generator. My book is 6 by 9 and I have 121 pages. And the paper I'm going to use is going to be white. So I'm going to use a white paper and I'm going to click OK. And this is now my cover, come on, move it, cover template. This is where I need to have my book title. This is where I need to have my book subtitle or whatever I want to have. So now I need to create my my cover, and let's do something quickly. Let's change the background. Let's change background to, what do we have, gradient. Okay, but I do not like the colors. Let's speed things up. No, not that, that's disgusting. Oh, this is nice. Okay, this is better. Okay, I like this. Okay, I'm just doing this quickly. It's not an actual it's not going to be actual cover. I just need a cover so I can show you how to upload all of this inside KDP. So that's my next thing to do. After I have cover, I'm going to show you how to upload everything inside KDP. So what is going to be my book title? Inspirational Bible verses, and subtitle Wordsearch puzzle book for adults. Okay, of course both of these need to be in capital letter, uppercase. Font, let's go chunky. Let's find some chunky font. I like that. I do not like you. So you are good, you are not good. Let's find a different font. Maybe we can, oh, what was this? This is not good. Now, if you are not designer, this is the easiest part for you. You're just going to pick a random font and be done with your life. But this is the hardest part for me. Usually it takes me, I like it. I like this one. Usually it takes me less time to make a book interior than it takes me to pick a font. And now this font doesn't match this font here, so now we have to change that. So let's see what we can do here. I should really speed this part of the video up. No, definitely not. Okay, that's disgusting. That's horrible. That's stupid. I like this one. I like this one. I like you. Okay, what else? What else we can do? We can do this. Do we have a cross here? Do we have a cross here? No, we do not have a cross here, but we can make one. Let's make a cross. One, duplicate, rotate. Where is my iSLIDE? I cannot do it like this. Okay, let's rotate. This tool that I'm using here that I just activated, this is a free tool. I mean, it's not a free tool. It has features that you pay for, but this section here is completely free, so that's why I'm using it. So it is a free and paid version. Paid version gives you a lot more features, and none of those features I'm using. This is the feature that I'm using all the time, and it's called iSLIDE. I already made a video about this, so you can check that out if you're interested. So let's select both of these. Let's remove outline. And let's merge these two shapes so we can get a cross. Merge shapes union. Okay, so now I have a cross. Let's put it here, and let's what we can do here to the cross. We can fill it with white. We can make it. Can we have? That's not. No. That's not what I want. That's interesting. Let's try that with the title as well. Let's try that with the title. Bevel, this one, and text fill white. No, it doesn't look good. I hate this. Okay, so let's do it like this. Okay, this is ridiculous. This is what you get when you make cover in 5 minutes. Okay, so this is absolutely ridiculous. Let's do I have spikes? Do I have spikes? I do not have spikes. I have a triangle. Let's do a couple of triangles. Okay, it's enough. It's enough. Let me save this as PDF. So file, save as PDF, or export as PDF. And now I'm going to flatten my cover. Once again, I'm going to use my PDF merger flattener. I'm going to select my cover file, and I'm going to click flatten. So now I have my PDF flattened for cover, and I have my interior PDF flattened as well. So now I'm ready to go to KDP. Let's go to KDP. So once you are here in your KDP dashboard, click on create to create a new book. So click on create, and we want to create a paperback. So click on create paperback. Book title. This is something that you cannot change. So make sure that you are secure in your book title. You cannot use keywords and keyword stuffing here. So I already forgot what's my title, but let's say it is inspirational. So whatever you put on the cover, it has to be here. So inspirational Bible quotes. I have no idea, but let's say that's my title. And my subtitle, Wordsearch puzzles for adults. So that's my subtitle. So Marina Art Design is author name, no contributors, description. I'm going to put that later on, so now I'm just going to put blah blah. This here, publishing rights, I would select public domain. You could select this, but this is something that you need to do your own research. Now when it comes to this, of course the answer is no. And when it comes to age, I'm not going to select anything because this is optional, so I do not have to select it. Primary marketplace is going to be Amazon.com, and I need to choose categories, and I'm going to find the category with Bibles inside, so Bible study. Later on, once I'm finished with this video, I'm going to look for Bible categories. I'm now just going to click Save Categories for this one. Type keywords. For keywords, I'm going to use this website. I'm going to type my keywords, all my keywords, and once I have them, I'm going to paste them here. And what this program is going to do is you have a specific amount of characters that you can type here. So if I start typing here, after some time it's going to stop. You see, I'm typing, but it's not allowing me to type anything else. So there is a specific amount of characters you can have here. So in case you have a couple of words and then you have 1, 2, 3 characters here, so that means you have 3 spaces, but there is no word that you can put there anymore, that cannot fit. That means you just lost 3 characters here. So if you have the same situation here, same situation here, that means in each of these boxes you could be losing 3 characters, and total that could amount that you lost 2 possible words that you could type somewhere in here. And that is why I'm using this free online tool, where I'm going to type all the words here, and it's going to organize them in such way that the entire box is filled, optimally filled, and all the characters are used. So, and then here on the last box, you will see how many more words you can actually still fit in. Now, when it comes to keywords, I know that is the whole science behind the keywords. You have plenty of YouTube videos, not on my channel because I have no idea about keywords. I just type them by logic, what they are connected with the book that I'm writing. I do not turn them into some science fiction, and I know that is necessary, so do your own investigation when it comes to keywords. Publishing date, this is same, release date same, save and continue, move on to the next page. And on the next page, we're going to select assign me a free KDP ISBN, and then I'm going to select my paper. So black and white interior with white paper, that is my selection. 6 by 9 inches. So here I need to select 6 by 9 inches. If I have bleed, so if I selected to do the decorative version, I would select here, but my book doesn't have bleed, so I'm going to select this. And I want my cover to be glossy. And here now I'm going to upload my interior PDF. Let's do that. So it's going to take him a couple of minutes, maybe even longer, especially if we are in Q4. The uploads are taking longer, and also reviews are longer. So we're going to let that run. Okay, so that was quick. And now I'm going to select this one, not this, don't get confused. Click on this one, upload a cover you already have. So upload your cover file. Once you uploaded your cover file, scroll down. AI generated content. No, we did not use any AI tools to generate. We use puzzle generator. That is not AI tool, so that's completely different. So we select here no, and click, and we have now print previewer, and I recommend that you check all the pages. So scroll through all pages to see that everything is good. So this is our book cover. Let's scroll to left. So this is that page that I still have to fix. My copyright page, my tutorial page, blank page, and this is where I have my puzzles. And now I can clearly see it is looking good. So let's switch it where we're going to see the left and right side page. You see here, this is my inner gutter, and I have nicely little extra. They say you can go up to this line, but if you remember, I shown you that book. It's not good that you put your puzzle close to the spine. So try to go a little bit extra inside or outside, however you want to call it. Get your puzzle away from the spine. Go as close as you can to the outside margins. And the outside margins, they look pretty good. I could maybe add some decorations here or there. I can maybe lower this down as well. I can put the numbers of pages lower, but this is what I'm happy with. I'm happy that my even page is close to the left side and my uneven page, odd pages, are close to the right side margins. And this is good. And now I should check all my pages. Let's go to solution. Solution starts somewhere around 115. You see solutions are also very good. There is a room here. Solutions can actually go a little bit more extra to the left and to the right. So that is something that me personally, if this was the book I'm publishing, this is something that I would do. I would not be happy with this. With this distance here, I would move this more to the left and more to the right. I would not accept this. So that is why I always check my book in print previewer to see what I can fix, what I can improve. If you are happy with how your book looks like, you would click on approve and continue. But I'm not going to do that. This is just a demo book for me to show you, because this is, like I said, this is not the trim size that I would choose for my book. This is 6x9, is just not the book. I'm not happy with this trim size. So I'm going to do my real book in the trim size that I like. It has lots of numbers, so it's not a clean number, 6x9. It's got a bunch of numbers, because that is what I like my puzzle books to look like. Okay, if you have any questions, ask me down below. I know this was a long tutorial. I hope it was useful. I try to cover everything, and especially when I start editing this video, I'm going to try to fix all my flops that I did not explain properly. I'm going to do that by editing this video and making infographics for you on the video, so you can actually see what I'm trying to say, and I'm failing to say that. Starting Friday, there is a huge discount, huge sale for Lookbow's tools, so the tools I use to make this book, so you can check that out. Once again, remember, you do not have to buy anything, of course, except PowerPoint and Excel. You need to have Office to do this. And yeah, that's it. There is a huge sale. Check it out. Oh yeah, of course. Naturally, I hope that is clear. If you are not aware, of course, I am an affiliate of Lookbows. So if you click on any of my links down below, I will receive royalty from your sales or your purchases, however you want to call it. And you are not obligated to click on my links. You can go directly to Lookbow's Gumroad store. Just type in search bar Lookbow's Gumroad store. But there are a couple of products that have a specific discount that is given only to me. But if you want to get everything bundled, then you're going to get the best deal out of all. Okay, that's it for me. Another super long video by me. I hope you liked it. Comment down below if you want something else. Okay, bye. Stay safe, everybody, and take care.
I got the pieces, I got the clues. I'm gonna solve this puzzle, no time to lose. I'm spinning round, my mind's on fire. Gonna crack the code and take it higher.